Hi everyone, this is Lady Emmanuel again, coming to you. Yes. With multiplying polynomial, part two, doing this series on multiplying binomials or polynomials, because I may end up doing other ones, but specifically it's binomials. In part one and part 1B of multiplying polynomial, we went over using the graphic organizer to multiply and also the distributive property. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to do in another example. However, I'm going to use the double distributive property, okay? And I'm saying double because I'm doing distributive property twice. So again, today it is Friday, February. Look, I'm gonna say February. Okay, let me write it down. I like to write my date down. The 2015. Here we go. On number 18 is to determine the product of the binomials. So again, like I said previously, you can either use the graphic organizer or you can do double distributive property. And I'm going to do double distributive property. I'm going to start with x minus 7 times x minus 5. Okay? So here we go. So I'm going to take this x and distribute it to each term in that second binomial to get the product. So I'm going to say x times x minus 5, set it up as the distributive property. Then I will do the same with the negative 7. So the negative 7 will go with the x and the negative 5 as well. So I'm going to say negative 7 times x minus 5. Rewriting it so you can see the distributive property in action. Okay? So I have here x times x. Then I have x times negative 5. So I'm going to put the subtraction sign first. The x times the 5. Here's the subtraction sign. That's going to be positive. So I'm going to just go ahead and put subtraction here. So I got 7 times the x. Okay, let me color code this right here for you so that you can see this negative 7 being distributed. Okay, so I have negative 7 times x. Then I have negative 7 again times negative 5. Okay. So here we go. Let's go ahead and simplify it by multiplying our factors. So we have 6. We have x times x. Okay, the bases are the same in this multiplication. That means I add the exponent. That's 1. So I say x to the power of 1 plus 1, which is 2. Here I got a negative 1. That's a 1 there. A negative 1 times 5. Okay. So I'm going to say negative 1 times 5 is negative 5. Write the subtraction sign. Bring the x term down. There's not another base of x with this factor. Here I have negative 7 times a positive 1. Meaning it's going to be subtract 7 times x. Here is negative times negative mean positive. 7 times 5 is 35. Okay. Notice when you're multiplying binomials that if you keep it in this order, your final answer will be already in standard form. Okay, so that's good because you always want to have it in standard form. And you also notice that our middle terms are already in the middle. Look, already in the middle. Our middle terms is always the x terms in this case. Okay, so it's going to be your middle terms up in the middle in this format. So my x squared, bring it down because it doesn't have another x squared term. Here, negative 5 and negative 7 is negative 12. You only add the coefficients of the variable. So bring our x term at least. Bring that variable down for the x term. Plus 5, that constant, plus 35. That constant, just bring it down because there's no other constant. And we're done because we have no other like terms. We have x squared minus 12x plus 35. It's in standard form. Bam. Okay? Now, let's try it. Let's try this. Another one, we got x minus 5. Tom, I know I don't want to put x minus 5. Let's do x minus 7. Let's leave it x minus 7 for the first one. Let's change the second factor to x plus 5. Okay? Because I'm doing this one right here. Okay? So now, look, in this thing I want you to do, I want you to compare this product to this product. Because you notice here, this says x minus 7 and this says x minus 5. But this was the x plus 5. So I want you to compare the product so that you could do it. Okay? Or you can see what's happening with these signs. Because negative and negative. Then here is a subtract and it's a plus. Okay? So you can make a prediction. What do you predict that the constant term will be? Will it be a positive constant or will it be a negative constant? Will the middle term be a negative or positive? Something to think about. Again, I'm going to use the distributive property. I'm going to say x, and this time I'm not going to draw that. Well, I'm saying that, but I probably will. So I'm going to say x times that second factor. So I'm going to say x times x plus 5. Then I'm going to take negative 7 and distribute it as well, times x plus 5. I'm just applying the distributive property. Okay? So now I'm going to say x times x is x squared. I'm skipping some steps now. As far as writing it down, then I'm going to say x times 5 is just 5x. Okay. Then I have to do this for you. I got negative 7 times x and negative 7 times 5. So negative 7 times x is negative 7x. A negative times a positive is a negative. 7 times 5 is 35. Okay, so I bring down my x squared term. These are like terms. My constant, just bring it down, which is a negative 35. Okay, here, 5 minus 7. This is 2x. Is it positive or negative? You got it. It's negative. Now, compare those two answers. Those products. Compare those two products. And compare the two binomials that you multiply. And then write down a reflection piece of what you notice about it, And that'll help you to retain this information. Guys, guess what? Lady Emmanuel loves you. Yours truly. Yeah, I need to practice on that. Love you guys. Peace out. Yay, yay.